Welcome to Open Mac Chronicles, 1865 Rod here once again. We got Schaefer as always.
What's happening?
What's up, Schaefer? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. Loving life.
There you go, man. And we have a special guest here.
Yeah, buddy.
The infamous Rex. What's up, Rex?
Infamous. What's up,
Rex,
guys?
man?
How you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
Chilling, brother. Chilling. Good to have you here.
And what's a fun fact about Rex? We got Ira's first infinite black belt.
Oh,
That's legit, dude.
the
very first
OG.
one. It almost didn't happen. I think if you didn't move out here to California, it might not happen.
I don't know.
would
Yeah,
happen.
motivating
It
factor
would
right
happen
there.
later.
Maybe.
Probably.
I
It would
believe.
happen.
I believe it was going to happen one way
Oh,
or
for sure.
another. It was always going to happen.
That just kind of prompted it. It got it to the front.
I might have just been fuel to the, to the embers.
Well, the reason was we had really just no black belts at all. Like it was just cuts. There were no other black belts.
No other black belts.
Yep.
And before that, we just had all blues. When I started, it was you, Trevor and all those guys, all blue belts. But you had been training for like years. Like, oh, these guys blue belts. I didn't know back then. I didn't even know what a purple belt was.
I heard that.
I just saw Rex just beating everybody up. Like,
No.
dude, you know, blue belt. Blue belt was like a god, dude. You made blue
I
belt
know.
be like. In fact, I remember. Do you remember this? Benny had that special little group meeting. He's like, when I got my blue belt
Oh, yeah.
after like 3 Rod, I'm gonna invite this thing. It was called upper belts.
That's right.
Damn.
No one really say that now. A blue belt's not an upper belt. It's like a
Transition
Then it was.
belt.
entry level colored belt, right?
Yeah.
But in that school, that was an upper belt. Dude, you made it. You're like a made man.
Facts. That's how it was over Hazards,
I remember
too.
that.
Like, I mean, I remember when Johnny started, he was a purple belt. I joined up with him. He was a purple belt still. And I did not meet a black belt for like the first year of me doing jiu-jitsu. It was crazy.
I know.
And I swore up and down. I was like, John Acid will kick anybody's ass. This is amazing. Shit.
So, Ray, tell us a little bit like your background a little bit, maybe your martial arts background,
Yeah.
your training.
Oh, man.
Shout out anything you want.
Yeah, for sure. Long journey started when I was roughly 3 years old. Parents, started me off in martial arts. I had kind of a discipline problem, I guess you would say. Didn't really love it until I, got a little bit older, maybe around 10 or 11. So started in Taekwondo, karate, and pretty much just been training that since. Learned a lot of different things along the way, capoeira. Of course, I remember one of the things you guys talked about was the traditional aspect.
Hell yeah.
It's one of the things I come from. The traditional foundation and
You're big in tradition for sure.
yeah, little less than I used to be, but yeah, I mean, my traditional values with martial arts, have always stuck with me. But that's pretty much my background. I've been doing jiu-jitsu. I mean, shoot, I think this is year 19 or 20 now. Yeah, it's been a while.
Nice.
So, first instructor was Gustavo Enriquez, so that's where I cut my teeth there, and it's been a crazy journey,
out to
man.
guys.
Yeah, shout out to Gustavo.
And
you
I will
left,
say,
you left something out, Rex.
What did I leave out?
You conveniently left something. You did some other acrobatic type.
Oh,
something.
yeah.
This is another fun fact that you would never guess this.
Yeah. A lot of gymnastics over the years. Cirque du Soleil for a little bit.
It's crazy, huh?
that's badass.
It is. It's legit. I don't know why. I would be leading with that. I was in Cirque du Soleil, dude.
Hell yeah.
Well, it was never really official. It was just, I was at the starting point of, getting into the performances and stuff. But I was recognized because of my acrobatic skill. And
Yeah, you see it when
Yeah.
you roll with you. You're super athletic. You do all these weird things that not everybody can do naturally.
I don't know. Knees are starting to hurt, man. I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
Coming
I
up
say
there.
once we close this podcast off, we get a video of you doing a backflip off the table.
No, I don't know about that.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Got to work. Harold's got it.
I got
Harold.
this shit. Hold my beer.
Definitely. Yeah, I'll take a
You know
video
what's
of that.
funny? Harold could do that thing, that yoga thing where you stand up, you grab your foot way out here. This man can do that.
Dude, I got
I
to see
always
it.
tell motherfuckers I am. What did I say? Deceptively athletic.
Dude, it's funny.
Yes, I'm stretching still.
So what are we talking about anyway?
I fucking forgot, man. This is a long intro. No, we are going to be talking about life getting in the way and making your return to jiu-jitsu after a brief hiatus, or maybe a long hiatus, long time off, and you're like, shit, I got to get back. I mean, I know for me, there was a chunk of time I was out, several months, and John was sending out postcards to people who didn't show up, and he's got
way
a
to do it.
postcard of him like this,
Like, where you
out
at?
at the front door of the fucking
funny.
school, and it says, "Where you been?"
Yeah, pretty good.
And I got that shit, and I was like, "Okay, I'm fucking up." I was like, I'm fucking up. I got to come back.
How long were you out for?
There has been my total gap with all my absences. I'd probably say a good year and a half. If you like over 23 years, 22, 23 years. I got probably about a year and a half of that shit missing.
Wow.
That sucks. I feel ashamed about that shit. I know I shouldn't, but I do. I fucking hate saying it.
But you know, man, everybody's gonna miss. They're gonna have gaps in it. Like if you're doing jiu-jitsu, you will have time off. Like that's not even a if. It's gonna happen.
I think sometimes it's needed, maybe, it's just it's the way for you to regroup, rethink, reanalyze your journey. So
For sure. I mean, you got to get your priorities straight. Sometimes life just gets in the way, man.
it does.
Life gets in the way. And injuries,
Oh yeah.
injuries fuck us up.
But you didn't stop. You just what was it? How long were you out for first time?
I mean, pretty close to a year. So I mean, yeah, I can tell you guys a story, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I was lifting with a buddy, and we were getting back into it in my older age. Hitting 40, and I was bench pressing, and I had a little bit too much weight up, and ended up tearing the pec off the bone, pec muscle, clear off.
That's a terrible injury.
It was a terrible injury.
It takes a long time to heal from that.
It does. It took a long time. Definitely took a long time. It was kind of depressing too. I've had some injuries in the past too. I've had a knee issue. I've had to get a couple surgeries there, which set me back. And every time I've gotten a serious injury, it definitely it takes a toll on your mind. Definitely makes you rethink things.
Yeah.
Rethink how you work out, rethink how you live your daily life, and I wouldn't say I snowballed downhill a little bit after that pec tear, but got the surgery right away. I was in a sling for 6 weeks. Also told I couldn't really do much because you got to keep your arm close to your side.
Right, you're immobilized.
Yeah, because they literally opened me up about 3 inches and sewed that tendon back into the bone. They anchored it, and so there was a lot of healing going on.
Seriously.
So yeah, with that time, I got pretty lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching movies and eating whatever I wanted, and I've kind of been up and down with my weight, during that whole process, and also so within that whole year, I actually developed type 2 diabetes, which pretty shitty diagnosis, but learned it wasn't a death sentence. I had a friend of mine that had been through it, and she said, you're going to get all this medicine, don't take it. You just need to do a 180 change. And, I went straight to plant-based whole foods, basically. Nice. 80-20, 20% is, fish, meat, stuff like that. Yeah. And pretty much reverse type 2. So
Sweet.
A1C's back to normal. Everything's back to normal. And I'm probably the healthiest I've been
amazing.
since
That's
my
awesome.
early 20s.
That's awesome. You as soon as we saw you when you came back into the gym, it was like maybe like a month or so ago.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap.
A couple months ago, and we were like, "Holy shit, this dude is freaking looking good, man!"
Thank you.
Hell yeah!
I feel great.
Seriously, it's like the king of the Star Pass. We're ready to see that shit again. See the acrobats. So it's funny, we talk about injuries and just like those little nagging ones. And I know there was I don't even remember which episode, but we were talking about nemesis. And and Rex was like, he's like, damn, Harold. He's like, you said I was your nemesis? And when I first got here, when I came from New Jersey, Rex was the resident badass. Yeah. Sky was the resident badass. Benny and fucking Julio. And I'm like, all right. But it just happened to be I would always be there when Rex is there and Sky was there, right? Those were the guys who I rolled against the most. And I don't know what it was, dude, but whenever we rolled, it would start off, everything's cool, right? We're like, okay, we're gonna flow roll. That shit never works, man. He was my nemesis because every time we rolled, one of us would get hurt. And
it did happen.
Rex is nicer now.
Yeah, well, maybe we're all nicer.
He's been a nice guy.
Yeah, we're not. Nice. We're not nice. We're all friendly.
We're all friendly. We're family, man.
We're family. So, yeah, it was just every fucking time, and it was just like, So he'd be hurt, and then maybe he's out for a week or so, and then I'm hurt, and I'm out for a week or so, and we keep coming back, and I'm like, yo, we just can't roll with each other, dude.
There are some guys like that. It's just bad. It's nothing malicious.
Nothing.
It's just your style, his style. You're both competitive, and you're just going for it. And somebody gets hurt,
Right. It's
I
crazy.
got guys like that too. I have people that like I can't roll with them. There's certain people to where it's like it gets too serious, and it's like it's not fun
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
And it's all love. I mean, there's
Yeah.
like I said, there's no animosity. It's nothing like that. But we're like, we really hurt each other, like fucking like real brothers and shit. It's just too much.
I'm trying to get hurt anymore.
I know. I'm not
Hugging
trying to
each
get
other
hurt.
afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
we
I'm
hug each
sorry,
other.
bro.
I'm
Like,
sorry,
you
man. I can't feel my legs.
Still
I'm
love
like,
you, dude. My neck, my back.
yeah, my neck and my back. Hell yeah. But anyway, that was my little freaking story every time we roll. So, and we haven't rolled since you've been back, and that's okay. And I think maybe now we'll both slow down a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
let's slow
We're just
down.
gonna be like, hey man, let's do like
No,
We'll do a little wrist lock. Grappling.
wrist lock. Yeah,
Wrist
we'll
lock
just
grappling.
first one to a wrist lock.
I know Rex is a fun roll because of all that athleticism. He's not like for me, like the guys I don't like rolling with is like the old greasy guys where they're just that standard, forward motion, slow, heavy pressure,
So
smash.
like me.
Like you, it's not as fun. Well, actually, you do some stuff sometimes. You throw some little things you got to wrist on. But it's not as fun because you're just on the bottom getting smashed and you got to work your way out of it. But Rex, he does that, but he mixes in a lot of like you don't know what's coming. It could be like, bro, I'm telling you, you freaking Baron bowled me there. Like I did not see that kind of like, and you know why? Because
I don't even remember the last time
I wasn't even on my radar for you to Baron bowl me because I was thinking of the big version of Rex. And now
Right.
you're smaller, so you can do all that cool stuff. And it was fun. And I was like,
yeah.
oh, that's a good roll.
Well, it's funny. Losing the weight it opens up your game a lot. So I don't know. I felt a little bit more loose, a little bit more
Yeah.
flexible, and so I think it's a rediscovery.
Yeah.
Basically, I feel like my game's changed a little bit now.
Right.
So it's I'm looking for it. It's like I'm starting over.
yeah.
I love it.
And also,
So-
other than the Star Pass, which, like I said, I always love watching that shit. Right, he'll be in the middle of some shit, and then just out of nowhere, boom! I'm like, oh shit, that was smooth. But he was also like the freaking the king of the damn lasso. He was always like
Oh, shit.
Your lasso guard was the shit.
Yeah. All my lasso man I got from this man right here. I say that when I teach. I'm like, yeah, this is from Rex technically. I shot you out, man. I try to give props to the people that I actually learn things from.
Yeah.
I try to do that.
That's
I don't
what's
act
up.
like I made it all up. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah, listen,
But yeah, that
nothing
was a
new
big
under the
influence on me
sun.
because there was a
Thank you.
lot of different things. Another thing too, going back to the flexibility that you have now. Like I remember, I don't know if you remember this, but we were working the M&R roll, and I just couldn't get the mechanics of it. And then you finally figured it out, and you were like, "Hey, let's do it," and we got it.
Yeah.
I remember you kind of helped me out with that. It was pretty cool.
I've been watching a lot of those videos lately. Yeah, we got to practice that some more.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm telling you,
Alright,
just
it's
do-
Not that I
fun.
use it, but it's fun to do.
Yeah, it is fun to do.
just like get together and do a whole bunch of shorts and shit. And just,
Yeah.
here's how you do this. Here's how you do this. Here's how
Right.
you do this. Shit. So, all right. So you've been out for a year. You had your ups and downs. You're back. What's the plan? Like, what do you see in the near future? Like, what do you want? What would you like to accomplish? Like over the next, let's say, 6 months that you're back.
Man, I've been pretty linear with my thought process. In the past, I've just wanted to do jujitsu. I come from a very hard impact style martial art. A lot of not only the acrobatics, but taekwondo takes a toll, karate takes a toll on your joints and all that. The only thing that's been pretty much a safety for me has been jiu-jitsu. It's very low impact in most cases. If you're going to get tapped out, you tap, you're saving everything, right? So that's the beauty part of jiu-jitsu. It's been a saving grace. I just recently started judo. I'm trying to get into that. I want to be a judo black belt one day, so I'm doing that now. Also, my son Liam, he's been training a lot and he's doing jiu-jitsu. So
Nice.
I'm kind of trying to be an angel on his shoulder and coach him. Of course,
There you go.
The struggle for me is he doesn't always want to listen to dad,
Right.
So
You're like, I'm a black belt, son. You should listen.
oh yeah,
I don't care about that.
he doesn't listen. It doesn't matter. My focus is just to, just kind of start where I left off and continue the knowledge journey more than anything.
There you go.
I don't know if I'll compete. competition has never really been like a big thing for me. But I still want to test myself. So I think I think you'll be seeing some of that in the near future here. And
That's what's up.
And I just want to learn, man. The more I can learn, the better. I want to learn from everybody, and that's kind of where I'm at. It's my mindset.
There you go. And like with me, I always say share the art, and I think you are great at sharing the art. Like,
Thank you.
Because you've had people that you've brought up from white belt up, and I've always like, damn, this motherfucker's doing it. I was like, he's doing actually like a solid freaking, what do you call it, a mitzvah? I was like, he's doing a real solid fucking thing here, helping all these people like
There's people
learn the art.
Direct
man.
influence on.
Yeah, like there's people who can look back. They're going to look back and they're like, oh yeah, Rex was my influence for this.
Yeah.
Just like they're going to say Rod. I mean, there's plenty right now because Rod's teaching. He's teaching his ass off, dude. You're killing it. And people say, hey, Harold, you showed us this. You showed us that.
The cool thing about
You should wear
jiu-jitsu.
wrist locks.
Oh
Wrist
yeah,
locks.
wrist locks. Hey, actually, I started doing it more because of him.
I know. Well, no.
And I forgot that I learned a lot of it in the past. I was like, dude, he's doing it. I better start doing
But
it
see,
too.
no one really did it in our school.
No, he brought it in.
I know.
Thank you.
Glad
Glad I can help.
all the local schools.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. It seems like all the local areas, anybody who's went to our school and they left and they took the wrist locks with them to their
Take a
schools.
little piece of us.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And they're giving props though. So
Yeah,
I
it's
thought,
legit.
like when Becca was here, she was like, "Oh yeah, look." She's like, "Harold did
She
this,"
has
and
the
then
sound now. She's like,
yeah, I know, right? She knows the sounds.
Okay, what about this? This is what everybody thinks too. You take a year off, or you're forced to, whatever. You think you're gonna suck when you come back. You're like, oh no. The funny thing is, I don't think you do. And it just anecdotally, like when I rolled with you, you're like, oh Rod, I'm gonna suck. I've been out for my dude. It was like the same. It was the same. I couldn't even tell anything. Couldn't tell. I've seen other guys same way. Like Trevor, he's gone for like 6 months. He comes in, he's the same. So I don't know if that's maybe there's something unique about maybe the way you guys roll, or if it's something that maybe we're overthinking how you're not diminishing as much as you think you might be.
It's funny because when you bring that up, it always makes me think. Because I'm in real estate. I'm a coach. I'm a real estate coach. And one of the biggest things I always tell the people that I'm teaching is you got to get out of your own way and get out of your head, right? And we still do it. Right? I still do it myself. So I think everybody's their own worst critic. They really are.
Right.
And you do think, and you kind of psych yourself out like, I haven't done this in a while. I'm going to suck. But realistically, I mean, that saying, it's just like riding a bike, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Your body may not be there, but hey, all the knowledge is there. You just got to fine tune it again.
Exactly.
So I would say for me a little bit differently. Obviously, I overthought it, but I'm in better shape now. So it was kind of easy for me to jump back into it and feel good on the mat, stamina, endurance, and all that stuff. So it definitely an eye opener. I mean, who would have thought you eat right and you're okay.
I know, right? It's like, wait a minute. If I don't trash my body, I'm actually going to
Yeah,
be better
right.
off in life. Go
Yeah,
figure.
I
I don't know, man.
It's
I have a
great.
theory. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think if you take a short time off, even like 2 or 3 months, you come back. Sometimes you're actually better.
Resets you.
You resets you,
Yeah.
man. It does. It's like a mental clarity. You just come in with a fresh perspective. Your
Right.
body's fully rested.
It's like taking a deload weight when you're lifting. You're lifting heavy all the time. You got that 3 weeks where you're like just fucking banging shit out, and then that 1 week you cut everything to like 50%.
Exactly.
Or some people take the entire time off. So it's I can see that reset. That's real.
Reset's legit.
It
man.
is, yeah.
And you might think, oh, I'm gonna forget moves, but you know what? If you train, like I train consistently, right? I don't really take time off unless I'm injured, and it's not gonna be that long. But then I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot that move. So training regularly does not mean you're not going to forget moves. That's my point. You're still going to
Absolutely.
forget moves.
Dude.
Well, with that, we always, even though we're taking time off, I mean, shit, it's every day it's in the back of my head.
Hell yeah.
I'm always
Are
watching
you
videos.
right? Are you really off?
Yeah, because I mean, that whole time actually, I was training my son. I mean, I wasn't really, but physically, I was taking the time off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm not going to chance it.
Right.
And that's another thing too. You got to know when to take a break,
For
right?
sure.
Or else you're going
You
to tear
burn
everything
out.
up.
Yeah,
You're going to break yourself. So,
Tore up.
but yeah, I mean, I was still there. That'll never leave my mind, right? I mean, we're going to go until we're dead.
Until we're dead. Exactly. I said this is when we're under the dirt. That's when we'll stop doing jujitsu.
Right.
Very true.
So,
It's one thing about jiu-jitsu. It's unforgiving. Like if you're kind of compromised and you go in, bro, you're gonna get pressure to roll. I don't care.
oh yeah, you can't avoid it.
Yeah, there's no, like, come on, man, just go.
I can't
by.
say no. I mean,
That's all of our problems.
Freaking Trevor on Friday, but he was the nicest version of Trevor I ever met.
Yeah.
He let me work.
Yeah, I mean,
But I was like, this is gonna be a bad idea.
See,
Trevor.
he's changing too.
And I said, man,
for
sure.
sure.
I go, I'm gonna get hurt. And then I'm gonna tell people, how'd you get hurt? I rolled with Trevor. They're gonna say, you dumbass. Like, why'd you roll with Trevor? Like, that's your fault. So
Gotta test
but
yourself.
he was-
Exactly. Well, yeah, he can turn it up and down pretty.
Oh,
pretty-
yeah.
pretty easy.
He's actually teaching out
solid.
now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Once again, they get those black belts. They start sharing the art like they're supposed to. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We gotta get our other buddy out there. I'm not gonna drop his name. He knows who the hell he is.
You know who you are.
He needs to start. He needs to start getting out there and training people too. But we also talked about that too, right? Your difference between your instructors versus your student black belts. And like you've never been just a student black belt. I can't imagine. I can't see you going. I'm only doing this for myself. It's
No,
like,
you used to teach Wednesday nights.
right. I mean,
That was your-
Yeah.
we're all like that. We're like we have to teach. We have to. Share
I love
this.
I love to teach, man.
too.
And I mean, obviously, it's something you can make money doing, but for me, it's like, oh, you really want to know? Sure, I'll show you. I've always been kind of like it's open. The door's
book.
always open. You know what I mean?
Same here. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, it's an open book. I was like, if I catch you with something and you're like, holy shit, how'd you get that? You'll never hear me go, it's a secret. Never
Nope.
teach the Wu-Tang. No.
Right.
It's not going to happen. I'm like, oh, here's how you do it. Here's how you defend it. And then I go to myself, fuck. Now I can't get them on.
I know.
That's the only downfall, but you want to show them. It's like,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
at least I can say maybe they
Right?
learned it from you.
Well,
you know?
Rob was out there showing the secret sauce to a couple of the white belts out there because Eric, he was like, I'm gonna take him under my wing. I'm gonna show him some good shit.
Yeah.
Was it Eric or Brian? I think
It was Brian.
it was Brian. Oh shit! Sorry, Eric. We didn't teach you the secret sauce shit.
See, he's gonna hit you up now.
I know.
Wait a
He's
second.
like, hey Rod, I thought you fucking showed me the secret sauce. Now,
But I will say, when I roll with people, if I like wipeouts and I catch them and stuff, I never did this before. Now I'm like, oh, you know why I got that? Because you left the arm out here, or you reach in too deep, whatever. Don't do that anymore. I always do that, and I used to never do that.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
Snatch, gotcha, son. Gotcha.
one of our things we used to teach over out in Jersey at Hassett so much, and I think I've told you about this, where when we're doing like rear naked choke defense, right? We'd hit it, we'd set the move up, and we would point in the direction
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah.
should fall. And we would do that so often that actually as we're rolling, we end up pointing in the direction
that's-
as we're really
that's-
putting a rear naked choke on people. And we're
They're like, oh, go that way? Okay.
they're like, oh shit, that's how I get out.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
It's like, damn, we've been teaching too much.
right.
But it happens. It comes muscle memory.
Yeah, it does.
Which is also why when we come back, it's still there.
Yeah.
It's just you got to get your muscles to fucking do the right thing. You're
Yeah.
like, it's like I know I learned this shit. I know this shit. It's timing. Isn't that Gustavo's thing all the time? He's like, hey,
Most of it's timing.
most everything about jiu-jitsu comes down to that timing and a little bit of leverage, and you're good.
Yep. Yeah.
Hell damn yeah.
But you know what's weird? We were talking about this earlier. If you look at the new jiu-jitsu now, oh my god, it's
Yeah.
like, bro, I was watching. Who's the kid with the hair? Is it how do you pronounce his name? Rotalo or Rotella?
Oh, the
two
Rutello
brothers.
Yeah.
brothers?
Bro.
Am I saying it right? Rutello?
Yeah, I don't know, but the guys
Close
with
enough.
the cool hair.
Yeah.
They got the hair like the press secretary.
Yeah.
I like the hair. But anyway,
When those kids came out of the womb, they were already doing jiu-jitsu.
Dude, I remember
Bro.
watching all their videos when they were
yeah.
really little kids.
I'm telling you, when I watched like their latest matches, it seemed like 80% was athleticism, just freaking gifted specimens with 20% technique sprinkled in there.
Right.
Like when they threw the technique on, it was solid. But
Oh,
a
they
lot of it
know.
was
Yeah,
just
they
like-
have their technique.
Bro, they were
dialed
just
in.
like these super athletes just trying to pass each other's guards. It was like, bro, you can't teach that.
But that seems to be the way for
That's the way
a
it's
lot
going.
of like modern jujitsu now. It's like we used to say, right? Oh, that's where the whole size doesn't matter. You can be blah blah blah, and you can still defeat a bigger opponent.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
1980 maybe.
yeah, right now it's like, dude, if your shit is not tip top, like if you don't have everything dialed in with your athleticism, you're not keeping up.
Oh, yeah.
You're not keeping up.
It's just evolved to that point. It's like I don't even know where it's gonna go from here.
I mean,
Like how much more can it go?
they can fight
Oh,
in
it can keep
space.
going. It can go.
They can fight
yeah.
It'll,
some
it'll
point.
fight space. we're gonna, arm's gonna come out of our elbow.
Exactly.
I tapped you. Nope, there's still one arm right
Yeah.
here.
Or just start putting like fucking do some Wolverine shit. Just put some metal
Yeah.
parts in there so they don't break.
I'm waiting for the science, man. It's got to start
It's gotta
someday.
be awesome. Hell yeah. I'm down. I'll fucking
Okay, so
sign up for it.
so what about this? What if a guy has a knee replacement? Stupid question, but it seems like you wouldn't be able to knee bar him, right?
Well,
like,
I mean, it
in
still
theory,
bends
right?
in the
In
wrong.
theory.
It bends in the wrong way. I don't think
Yeah.
it makes
No,
it
but dude, it's like
stronger.
titanium.
No, it doesn't. I don't think
That
so.
shit'll-
Titanium,
that
so
shit'll-
how would it? You wouldn't get the pain. They're like, it's locked out. Why would you? It's titanium.
It's still.
It's
I think it would
still
still break.
connected to muscle and shit.
So I think what
It's
happened-
it's like nailed into the bone.
I think what happens is those
Ain't
nails
good.
would pop out.
Something's gonna
That
That
fuck
joint's
it.
not
up.
gonna break. Though.
It would just, it's like trying to super glue like You know, something that's
It's the-
supposed to
so
be a solid
it's the
afterwards.
attachment point, basically.
Yeah, it's the attachment point.
And wait, that
I mean, you're
attachment
right.
point
It won't
is-
break the titanium.
It'll
It's going to
break-
break everything around that
it
shit.
will. It will.
We're going to be fucked
I mean, unless they were Wolverine, then yeah, it's different.
in theory. That's a hell of a theory. See, that's like your theory on, if you just break the other side, I'll get more
Hey, man, I'm
mobility.
telling you, man, if I tear this AC, I'm gonna be happy.
Who's that kid in Stranger Things? He doesn't have any collarbones. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Yeah, there's a kid in Stranger Things.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't have. That'd be a tough kid to put like in some type of kimura, man. I don't think he'd be able to.
Yeah, maybe
Especially
she can
with
twist
super flexible
backwards.
guy, that's frustrating, huh? If you
Yeah.
roll with somebody super flexible, even just a normal human being that's Gumby, and their shoulders you can't get.
Yeah.
Man, like you're doing everything right, they're just not tapping.
Those are
There's a few
really
anomalies out there.
freaking frustrating.
Yeah.
That fucking wrestler guy, the new kid, man.
Oh,
Yeah, freaking Drake. He that motherfucker.
Oh, he's flexible?
No,
Oh, he's not.
but he's got like I don't know. I think his carotid arteries are set deeper in the muscle or some
Oh, someone
shit.
said they tried to choke him and he just wouldn't.
Me,
choke him. Oh,
me. Yes,
Is he a white belt?
yes.
Oh, that kid. Okay.
Big kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Next time you
nice
see
guy.
him,
He's
just
really
say, "Hey,
nice.
listen, I need to see something," and try an X choke on him. Hit him with the helio choke,
I did get
and
it.
then hit him with a full rear naked choke.
Was that you?
You finished him with a rear naked choke.
I
No,
think
no,
so.
that wasn't you because somebody told me this on Friday.
Well, okay, then
Actually, no,
then
somebody-
I don't know
Just
if we're
tried.
talking about the same guy, and I'm not bragging
They said
about
the
it. I'm
same
just saying.
thing.
I
They
sound
had
like
that-
you're
they
bragging
had
a little bit.
Montelio
No.
deep-
My fucking nemesis.
I'm just messing. I'm messing. No, I don't remember who you guys talking about.
No, it was a guy Friday told me that. I want to say it might have been. I don't remember who it was, but anyway, they said they had the Montano locked in as tight as they could. He was not tapping.
Dude, it is not just
And
that
if
he's
you said
not
the same
tapping.
thing,
It's not
it
just that
wasn't
he's
choking
not
him.
tapping. It's not choking him.
a weird
And I'm
thing.
serious. Like I was hurting his neck. I know, right? Because at some point I was like, well, fuck it. Hold on, the technique's not there. Let me put more pressure. Let me squeeze tighter. And he was just like, it kind of feels like I'm getting like an adjustment. I'm like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
adjusting you? Like a tractor trailer, like pulling your head off,
Right.
dude. I need to see it. If you can do it, I need to see
No,
it.
I honestly, I don't even know if it's who we're talking
It's,
about.
it's the big
but
kid.
yeah.
He's like 6'4", 6'.
Oh
he's like
no, I don't think we're
super
talking
tall
about the same-
guy,
same one.
jacked.
Dude.
He got like
No.
the genetic lottery, dude.
Talking about somebody else. then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this kid, like, I'm telling you, I set in an X choke. I was like, just come here. Just fucking stand there. I was like, don't move. I need to see something. Because everybody's like, they're like, hey, Harold, man, this shit's not working on him. I'm like, what the fuck you mean it's not working? I'm like, I showed this shit to you. I know it works. Get out of the way. Watch out. Get out of here, kid. Right? So I slide that shit in. Boom. It's perfect. Knuckles touching each other behind his neck. Hit the twist. Elbow back. Ear up to the fucking
Really?
ear. And I'm like, I'm starting to hurt, right? I'm like, whoa, this motherfucker's really. I was like, all right, is he out? Is he out? He's like, no, I'm good.
Okay, well,
You
call-
gotta do
have
it.
Trevor go over there.
Maybe a guillotine. You gotta guillotine.
Something. Well, guillotine's going to hit the
what I'm
esophagus.
saying, so that's
No,
what that
oh
was.
yeah, oh you mean to actually get the
Yeah.
win? Sure, yeah. I mean, look, there's always ways we can do some sneak shit and fuck him up.
That is crazy.
But if you're like trying to demonstrate a move and then you put him with another white belt and you're like, oh yeah, this is how you do the move, blah, blah, blah. It'll work. Don't worry about it. And then he tries it on this guy and it's just like, yeah, I can't feel
No,
shit.
I know it's
So
legit
it's-
because,
sorry.
like I said, he was gone all last week, and I had
Yeah, yeah.
another person tell me the same thing. So that's like evidence that that's
I was
true.
gonna say it's the theory of evolution. You know,
Something.
people are evolving, so you can't choke them now.
Well, you know,
Too
I'm
much
telling
jiu-jitsu
you.
is just reshaping humans.
Exactly.
Man.
So at some point, so really think about this, right? It is going to be fucking like evolution. It's
Yeah.
going to be, okay, the guys who are now learning jujitsu and they happen to not be able to get choked by normal shit, they're going to get better, and then they're going to have kids, and then their kids going to come out with some fucking thick-ass necks, and they're not going to be able to get choked. And then maybe you're right. Maybe somebody's going to get born with a fucking knee that can't get healed. He's going to be unheal hookable.
Yeah, 100 years later, this used to work on humans
Yeah,
about
they're
100
like-
years ago, but everybody.
Oh, the ancient art of jujitsu. Back in the day, you used to be able to choke people with their collars. Nah,
No, not anymore.
not anymore.
Not anymore.
Now you got to use the Denmark.
Death touch.
Shit, hell yeah, the fucking death touch just to pass the guard.
Yep.
Damn.
Man, I'm telling you, that last match I watched with that Ratoya, it was 10 minutes of watching him trying to pass this other guy's guard. And I don't think he got by him, but he avoided like a couple of good heel hook attempts in the meantime, and he just was super aggressive, super fluid, super athletic. I was just blown away. I was like, that's crazy. Like, you cannot teach that.
Nah.
You're either born with that or you're not.
And we'd say maybe they're born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
You can tell all these motherfuckers are old on this fucking table right now.
Is that, you remember that, Rex?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Really?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Was
That's
that
the
like
shit.
70s?
No, it's like 80s. It was pushed heavy in the 80s.
I think they still have that.
They still have it, but they don't do that fucking. Do they still
I don't
do
know.
the jingle?
I think they do.
No, I don't do the jingle.
Well, see, you also got to remember Rex is the commercial man. That motherfucker used to
jeez.
do all kinds
He
of
might have been the
commercials
voice
and
line.
shit. Was that you?
Rex, hey, that's another little fun fact about Rex. He does like little commercial.
Yeah, commercial voiceovers and all that
He
shit.
got that smooth voice too.
He was the voice of Roger Rabbit.
Oh, shit.
Rex, you're an interesting guy. You have a lot of little.
Oh shit!
No, that wasn't
now we
me.
are really showing our age. Funny, but what the hell was I going to ask you about? So we've got the injuries, we've got teaching, we've got your idea on what you want to do over the next 6 months or so. You're bringing your kids up in it too, which is pretty freaking awesome. I tried to get mine in there, and she went for a little while. I mean, hell, we set the mats up and everything,
Right.
And it was cool. But she likes volleyball and gymnastics.
Sometimes you got to let them find their way, and they
You
might
do.
just come back to it,
Yeah, maybe you're right.
It's
Exactly.
the hardest thing trying to get your kids to do something they don't want to do. So.
Correct, and that's why I did not fight her. I was like, I
Right.
got you. I can feel it. But what else is a good thing going on? Oh, the matches. That's where we stopped. So we were talking about these matches. Were you with us when we went to? It wasn't like Jiu-Jitsu by the Bay. What the fuck was it? It was one of those like individuals, like where it's just like a small fight card of people, and we went. And I remember watching these matches because we're talking about how it's 10 minutes of just two guys just trying to do a takedown or a
Yeah.
guard pass
Yeah,
or whatever. And I'm not going to drop the name on a person because I think they're some local big name talent, right? Man, it was the fucking worst. Watching this shit, we all paid our admission and shit. We go in. There were some kids fights before, and the kids are going at it, and it's like, oh shit, this is great. Then the main event comes up, and I ain't gonna lie, I was a little buzzed up, but I got to the point where I was just like, boo, boo, dude. I fucking booed the
Wait,
shit out
was
of
it
him.
gi?
No, it was fucking no gi, and it was like
You booed on a no gi?
dude. I booed the fuck out
wrong?
of him, and there was a couple other people too because we were like, "Yo, bring the kids back out." It was terrible, and this is one of my issues that I do have. I guess if somebody's so good, and then the other guy is so
You're
good
right, it's like a stalemate.
that there's a stalemate.
Yeah.
But if the stalemate is 10 minutes of nobody even
Yeah.
getting a takedown,
Yeah, boring. That's kind of how. Well,
that's why we're having a hard time getting jiu-jitsu to the Olympics, man.
yeah.
I mean,
You need different styles.
Yeah.
Like, different styles would match up well against each other.
that's the one thing about jiu-jitsu is experience with experience. I mean, there's not going to be a lot to choose from technically.
He knows what you're going to do. Everybody's
Yeah,
prepared for everything.
everybody's
That
they're just
level,
getting ready.
Yeah, they know.
And that's when it comes to
could
the
execute it
athleticism.
Yeah, that's exactly. Who could execute it faster? And the timing's better.
And then the problem with that is all these athletes are pretty much the same at that level. So it's like you're really just sitting there watching motherfuckers play patty cake with each other for 10 minutes, and you're like, well, that was amazing. Damn. I'd rather them fight one of us just so they can kick our ass. You know what I mean? At least so we can put on a show for the people. Fuck. Anyway, see, now maybe this fucking hard ketone shit, maybe this hard ketone shit is actually starting to work.
No, but that's not the same thing when I saw, what is his name? The little dude, Demetrius Johnson. Bro, he just mauled everybody with the gi. Mm-hmm. Mauled them, and it was all athleticism. Like, he's good. I'm not saying his jiu-jitsu was solid. Like, once he got to the position, he knew what to do. Like, he had solid, techniques. But, bro, it was 90% just pure athleticism. He just mowed through people.
Nice.
Beat everybody. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, my God.
Oh.
Yeah, it's about putting on a show now. Got to start
It is
putting on
about
a
putting
show.
You know what?
So I guess you're right. John Jones would murder everybody.
Yeah, he would fucking murder
He'd murder-
everybody.
he'd murder all-
There
More Gordon
there's-
Ryan's out there,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like there's zero chance. Like between that's. Damn, this sucks too
And
because we
sucks
talked
is
about it.
We need who's a good gi guy on Gordon Ryan's level? But a gi version of Gordon Ryan. Andre
Big
Kamal?
motherfucker. No.
They fought already. Yeah.
No, but in a gi. No, in a gi.
Oh,
He
in
fought
the
no
gi?
gi. Who's a
That's
Who's
right.
a gi version of Gordon Ryan? Throw in the comments if you guys know. But who would be a?
Man, I don't know.
Who's that real big? Isn't he he's
I
not a
took too much
Gracie
time.
guy.
I'd like to see.
I thought it was one of Gracie. Wasn't that real big motherfucker?
Oh, Hodger?
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
no,
Hodger and him?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
that'd
go
be a
with Hodger
good
on that
one.
Right.
I'm gonna go with Hodger.
Hodger and
Hodger and John Jones in a gi.
well, I was
No,
thinking
in
Hodger
a
and Gordon
gi.
Ryan.
Oh, Gordon Ryan.
wanna see
No,
that.
Hodger. I'm still going with Hodger.
Right.
In a gi?
In a gi,
Hodger.
he'll eat John Jones's lunch.
Yeah, but so who would be a good fight for John Jones? We're going way off track. Now.
Yeah, we're so far off track. But it's okay, because that's what happens.
Andre Kamal versus John Jones.
Right, we
Typical
get here,
conversation for
we
us,
just
so.
start talking about crazy shit. I don't know, dude.
I think Andre Kamal would mop him up in a gi.
In a gi, yeah.
Oh yeah, Andre would mop him up.
Because they're both pretty damn athletic. So yes,
Yeah.
his athleticism's not so much
It can't
advanced that he's
Yeah.
going to beat his experience in a gi.
Correct.
Agreed.
Right.
Agreed. A gi is like, man, it's a fucking, it's training wheels. I love it. You
But
can
it's
slow
funny,
shit
though.
down.
He's still getting better because I believe John Jones is a brown belt now. Isn't he? I think he's a brown belt.
I know
training with
Ashton.
Gordon
I know
Ryan,
Ashton
actually.
Kutcher's a brown belt.
Oh, yeah. Ashton Kutcher, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a brown belt now.
So by all metrics, Ashton Kutcher should be able to beat John Jones.
Hey, Mario Lopez,
hey,
Tom
man,
Hardy,
no-
those two guys, man.
Actually, they're both pretty good.
They are
Actually, that
both
would be
pretty
a good
good.
I was
fight.
watching some of their
That would be a good
freaking
fight.
shit, yeah.
Mario Lopez and Tom Hardy would be a good fight. I believe they're the same weight.
Hey,
too.
Mario, you should comment.
Hey, man, shout him out.
Yeah,
Hell
Mario
yeah.
Lopez.
And if Tom Hardy's going to fight him, he has to fight him in his fucking Bane outfit.
They should. Oh shit.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So I knew who I was when I put on the mask.
We
That would
will
be
read
cool.
it.
Oh, what about the other
But
guy?
Mario Lopez, wasn't he Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, Saved by
Yeah.
the Bell.
Was he fucking Skeeter?
Well, he was a
No,
wrestler.
not
Screech,
Skeeter,
or what the hell is it?
No, he wasn't Screech. He was the little buff dude.
No, yeah, it was,
He's
Who
was
always
his
been in
name?
good shape as well.
I never watched Saved by the
Slater.
Bell.
AC
What
Slater.
did I say? I said Skeeter. I was fucking close.
Screech.
Skeeter is from Dukes
That's
of
like
Hazzard.
Deliverance
Well,
or something. I don't know.
No,
man.
that's from Dukes of Hazzard.
So Zach too, the blonde-haired kid. He's
Zach
a blue belt
Morris
right now.
is trash.
Yeah.
Remember those old things?
He's-
Yo, man, the one dude, he didn't end up well, man. His life did not turn out well. The guy Screech.
he died.
he did?
he passed
Yeah,
away.
his
Yep.
life definitely did not turn out
Yeah.
well.
I think
I
he
know,
actually.
right,
I think he
but
had
I mean,
cancer and passed away.
But he had some troubles though too. I think he had
did.
some assaults and like some felons against
Yeah,
him.
but he was making porn too, dude. That was kind
He
of
did do porn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Hey man,
Those child actors, man, they got it rough.
Shout out to Screech.
shout out to Screech. No, so fuck, we are way off subject. So I was going to say, I had a discussion with Gus a while ago, and we were talking about kind of black belt chess, right? Where basically you get 2 black belts and you get 2 white belts, right? And you kind of make the white belts fight, but you just tell them what to do.
Oh yeah,
That should be fun, dude.
that's
you-
God and the Devil.
Right.
Puppet Master.
So yeah, it's like some puppets and shit, right? And we were like, because we had gone to lunch or something, and we were just talking about a jujitsu match completely in our mind.
I was just about to say.
Right? And it was just like, it's like, okay, boom, slap hands. I'm gonna, step to the right. I'll freaking fake a double leg, then take a step in, try to get a collar grip. And then and he's like, all right, well, I would do. And it was just like,
Put a solid earpiece in, so it stays there.
Hell yeah.
And dude, you're coaching silently. Oh, that'd be sweet.
You know, that's
that would
like
be
one-
cool,
idea.
right?
That's
a good
one
idea.
step before like the robots when they're boxing. So basically, what if you had 2 androids and you interfaced with it? So there's no athleticism
some avatars
advantage.
and shit.
It's the same strength, same athleticism, everything's the same, but whose jujitsu's better?
See, you asked what it was going to be.
Yeah,
It's
there
gonna
I
we
be
think
go.
we just fucking figured it out.
That's a cool idea.
How do
That's
we
crazy.
patent this
Nobody
shit?
can take
Somebody
it.
write 'em.
Sorry, we came.
Yeah,
up with it
yo, we came up with this shit first. Don't try to fucking. I mean, even if you do it, even if you develop it, if like Mark Zuckerberg makes it or whatever, because he's doing jujitsu.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Just-
Mark.
Just bring us on as consultants, man. Like,
Right.
I don't think that's asking too much.
No, it's not.
I'm not even asking for the look. I'll take $150 and some hard ketones.
That is $150.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That shit's
That's the flip
expensive as
side.
fuck. All
Hard
right,
ketones.
$200.
There you go.
Damn, fuck.
But you're
Now,
right,
I wanna
Zuckerberg's
try
another
that.
one. That is another one.
Yeah.
He trains with Musamichi. Is training.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's getting like the best training.
I mean, I hope so. Shit, you better be able to afford it. That's like, think about why everybody goes to Saudi Arabia, because motherfuckers can afford it. They're like,
Right.
hey, we want the best jujitsu guys there are. Fly them over.
Right.
And they brought them to Saudi Arabia or Dubai and all that good shit. Yeah.
Dubai. Yeah.
Man, Nice. Nice. That's why we got Abu Dhabi and all that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? Damn. All right. So we're gonna fucking definitely try black belt chess, right? We're gonna try this
That's
shit.
legit.
Dude, we should do
We need
it
two
and we should
comparable guys.
film it. Yeah, we should like fucking do it and film it and just see what see that might be some new shit. That might be some new shit, yeah. It's like, yeah, just take like two people who barely know fucking anything, right? And that's the thing. You got to get somebody who's like just, they don't know how to do shit. Because otherwise, they're going to naturally go to their moves. So you got to just say,
Muscle
okay,
memory.
you got to just get a couple motherfuckers that's like, all right, this is my third day in jiu-jitsu. Perfect.
White belts, you got to be coachable.
Yes, you
know?
got to be
That's
coachable.
the only way it's going to work.
You can't be an old wrestler or anything.
Nope,
It's got to
nope.
be. It's got to be. What do we say? Two accountants, because we always talk about accountants here. So we got to get two accountants from fucking rival firms. Put on the gi. Put a fucking earpiece in.
Yep.
And we're gonna remote control them.
There we go. There we go.
Damn.
Remote control. That's
This should be fun. All right, I think that's pretty much it, right? Because we're just gonna
We're going down rabbit
we're just
holes.
gonna start talking about crazy shit.
Oh yeah, because we've been down like 3
Hell
rabbit holes
yeah!
already.
And at some point in time, somebody's going to say some inappropriate shit. We're going to try to avoid that. But Rex, it's awesome that you got here again because
man. Yeah.
there's an unaired episode that had you here
Oh, we do have
before.
a mystery
Oh, shit,
episode.
that's right.
That's right.
Mystery
He's
episode.
in the mystery
Yeah, there's a
episode.
lost episode.
Maybe I'll drop some fucking hints and tidbits of that every now and again. But dude,
That's right. Oh yeah.
yeah, we hey, all right, we'll talk about it.
That's right. Always nice. Trevor and everything. Always nice.
Everybody was there. That was a lot of fun. A lot of inappropriate fun.
It was fun.
A lot of shit that'll probably get us kicked off before we even got on. So it's
Probably.
like, shit.
Probably.
But dude, you are like by far, like I said, you're one of my favorite roles. Even though
man.
we always hurt each other. You know, you always love the ones who hurt you most.
Always ends with a hug, man.
Always ends with a hug. But you are one of the epitome of what I always say in here, which is like, you know what? If it's important to you, you'll find a way because you certainly are finding a way. And if it's not, you'll find an excuse. There's no fucking excuses in you, dude. You're kicking ass. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Super happy to have you back, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming out.
Fuck yeah.
We're pretty
Missed
much
it.
good, right? I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? We're golden,
good?
man. Wrap this shit
We're
up.
going, man. All right, you guys. Hey, man, if you like the video, hit like, hit subscribe, share it with your buddies. Rex, do you want to shout out anything? Hey, man, one thing right here. If you want to buy a house, it's the man right here.
Holler at
If you wanna
Rex.
buy a house in
I'm a
North
full-time
Cal,
realtor.
that's
Yeah.
right.
If you guys need help finding a home or selling one,
Anywhere
give me
in
a
North
call.
Cal.
Put something in the comments, whatever.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
throw his contact information in the description so you can get a hold of Rex if you need to. All right, you guys, on that note, we are out of here. Peace. See you guys in the next one.
See you
Us.
guys.
I'd say the same thing about no-gi because no-gi, well, now you don't have anything to hold on to. Now you really do have to focus on your strategy and technique, and because it's a slippery game at that point. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know we like sweat and rubbing our hands on each other and stuff. But hey, it's hard to get a hold of. It's like a fish that covered in KY jelly. You can't get a hold of it. You hold on to it.
KY, come on.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, it's something.
Use olive oil.